Imagine being trapped while nature itself decides you're the prey. A massive alligator hunting you inside a flooded house, a pack of wolves stalking you in the freezing wilderness, a bloodthirsty lion treating humans like prey, and a deadly primate that's smarter than everyone around it. These aren't monster movies. These are survival nightmares that feel way too real. Today, I am diving into the best animal attack movies that will keep your heart racing from beginning to end. And trust me, some of these movies are way more intense than typical horror films. Number 1. Crawl. Released in 2019 with a runtime of 1 hour 27 minutes, and it is available on Prime Video. The story follows Haley, a young swimmer who goes looking for her father during a massive hurricane. But when she reaches their old family home, she discovers something horrifying hiding in the flooded basement. Huge alligators, and the deeper the flooding gets, the harder escape becomes. What makes Crawl so effective is the claustrophobic atmosphere. The movie constantly traps the characters in tight spaces while giant predators circle around them in dark water. You never feel safe even for a second. Every splash, every movement, every shadow underwater creates tension. The attacks are brutal, realistic, and incredibly suspenseful. And because hurricanes already feel terrifying, adding hungry alligators into the mix makes everything feel 10 times worse. If you love non-stop survival tension, this movie absolutely delivers. Number 2. The Grey. Released in 2012 with a runtime of 1 hour 57 minutes. It is available on Hotstar and Prime Video. After a deadly plane crash, a group of workers become stranded in the frozen Alaskan wilderness. But surviving the cold isn't the real problem. A pack of wolves began hunting them through the snow. Slowly, one by one, the survivors start disappearing. Now, unlike most animal attack films, The Grey isn't only about action. It's about fear, loneliness, death, and the instinct to survive. Liam gives one of his best performances here, and the freezing atmosphere feels incredibly real. The wolf scenes are terrifying because the movie builds suspense instead of relying on jump scares. You constantly feel hunted, and the ending? It's one of the most talked about endings in survival movie history. Number 3. Beast. Released in 2022 with a runtime of 1 hour 33 minutes. It is available on Hotstar and for rent on Prime Video. The story follows a father and his two daughters visiting a wildlife reserve in Africa after a family tragedy. At first, everything seems peaceful, but then they discover a rogue lion hunting humans across the reserve. And this lion isn't acting like a normal animal. It's aggressive, relentless, and unbelievably smart. The movie quickly becomes a terrifying game of survival as the family struggles to stay alive against a predator that never stops chasing them. Every attack scene feels dangerous, and the African settings add so much atmosphere to the film. Beautiful landscapes mixed with terrifying suspense create a really intense experience. Plus, Idris Elba absolutely carries the movie with a strong emotional performance. Number 4. Primate. Released in 2025 with a runtime of 1 hour 29 minutes. It is available for rent on Prime Video. The story follows Lucy, a college student, returning home to Hawaii to reconnect with her family and their adopted pet chimpanzee named Ben. At first, Ben seems harmless, intelligent, playful, almost human. But after being bitten by a rabbit animal, something inside him changes, and what follows becomes an absolute nightmare. Trapped inside an isolated cliffside home, Lucy and her friend soon realize there's no longer dealing with a normal animal. Ben becomes violent, unpredictable, and terrifyingly aggressive. What makes Primate so disturbing is the intelligence of the chimpanzee. Unlike many animal attack movies, this predator can think, stalk, and manipulate its surroundings. That makes every scene feel tense because the characters aren't just being chased, they are being hunted. The movie mixes survival horror with brutal suspense, and the isolated tropical setting adds a claustrophobic feeling despite the beautiful location. Number 5. Cujo, released in 1983 with a runtime of 1 hour 33 minutes. It is available for rent on Prime Video. This movie proves you don't need giant monsters or insane special effects to create fear. The story follows a lovable Saint Bernard that becomes infected with rabies after being bitten by a bat. Slowly, the dog transforms into a violent killing machine. A mother and her young son become trapped inside a broken down car while Kuho waits outside. And honestly, that simply set up creates unbelievable tension. This movie feels so terrifying because the situation feels realistic. The heat, the isolation, and the desperation. Everything slowly becomes more intense as survival starts looking impossible. And since many people see dogs as friendly companions, turning one into a relentless threat makes the horror even more disturbing. So, those were some of the best animal attack movies you need to watch if you love survival thrillers and non stop suspense. From giant alligators to deadly wolves to terrifying intelligent primates, these movies prove that nature can be far scarier than supernatural horror. Now, I want to know which movie on this list do you think is the most terrifying? And what animal would you never want to face in real life? Drop your answers in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future recommendations. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.